You're chasing the algorithm with ads. And we don't chase the algorithm. We put our music in front of new people every single day, and we build fans one by one. What I mean by that is this, because some people, they figure what they think is that, the more money they spend in a short amount of time, the more they can trigger an algorithm of some sort, and maybe they'll get to a place where the record takes off on its own. That's the myth that a lot of people would like to spread out there, and you got to understand that viral, usually when you see something viral happen, it's because somebody's been working behind the scenes for mad long, and then boom, a moment finally popped. The momentum all came together at one point, or it's somebody throwing globs of money at different things that, once again, all meet at a certain moment, and then it goes. You know what I mean? Some people, some marketers too, they spread this message that if you just throw a lot on one platform, it's just gonna take off, whatever, and that's just not the case. When we talk about paid advertising, you gotta understand that there's something called a testing period. There's a period where even the platform is learning how to find your perfect audience. So, I saw a marketer saying that, if the independent artist at that, where budgets are limited, which is kind of crazy to me. When budgets are limited, what they would do is, if the artist had a few $1,000s, they would spend all that inside of a week with the hopes that one platform would pick the record up, and then things would go crazy, whatever. And they got certain amount of followers or this and that, people to check the content out, and that was such a big thing, whatever. But to me, ads are not that. Ads are something that's supposed to automate your marketing experience. The reason I like ads is because I don't look at it as just, you gotta stop looking at it as these words, whatever. Ads to me is having your message out there in the world, And the reason why I like it is because while you're sleeping, you have something working for you. While you're showering, you have something putting your message out in the world. When you're at work, you have something putting your message out there in the world. So when we're running ads, I believe that the concept should be that you have these campaigns running as long as possible, as long as possible. So if somebody has something like, okay, I want to spend $50 a day on ads, the average, that means you have $1,500 for a 30-day period. But if that's your only $1,500, I would try to spend that as long as possible. Maybe even spend $20 a day so they can stretch as long as possible, because within that span, you can find some more money. But with ads automating your process, it allows you to have at least one type of marketing working, so now you can experiment with other things. You know what I mean? People will always put value in these other types of marketing. Okay, cool. Let me get on the blog pages. Let me do this performance here. Let me do this interview here. These are all one-shot things. One-shot things. Even with the blog pages, if you want to make that go, you got to be on there consistently. Most of y'all don't have the budget to consistently be on there. By consistently, I mean at least once a week. If you're trying to make that the way you make things shake, once a week, you got to have a story out there about you. Now, can you really keep things interesting once a week? I don't know. But at least once a week, should be attacking that to make that thing work for you. Most of y'all don't have the budget to make that happen. So it's about keeping the ads going, and then obviously doing the other things, But some people, they'll recommend, okay, let me just spend the thousands of dollars, whatever, in one shot, and then, things are going to take off. What if it doesn't take off, though? What if it doesn't take off? People are always assuming. That's why it's so crucial that you guys reverse engineer things. And once you actually start doing that, when you see somebody blow up, you'll not only see that, okay, it didn't just happen at this one moment. This person just didn't get lit like that. This has been something that's been brewing behind the scenes for 8 months. And you can see exactly how it was brewing and what other platforms were into play, But the whole shotgun blast, because to me, that's what it is. It's a shotgun blast method. It's not surgical at all. I know Denzel said on Training Day, I get surgical with it. Nah, you can't really get surgical with a shotgun. It's going to be a mess. Blood and bones everywhere. You know what I mean? You need a scalpel so you can go in there and look at things on a granular level. But to me, when you're spending blobs of money in a short pace, whatever, you can't see what's working, you can't see what's not working. You're literally just throwing shit against the wall and hoping that it sticks. And the results that you get will be temporary only, because you can't dial in and see which campaigns are actually doing the most for you, that are actually bringing in the true fans and bringing in the followers, You're chasing the algorithm with ads. And we don't chase the algorithm. We put our music in front of new people every single day, and we build fans one by one. All right?